Hello and welcome, John Croner with Bullseye Trader, and I'd like to welcome you to the Artificial Intelligence Holly and Market Update for Friday, November the 30th, 2018. And we have a lot to cover today because we're going to go over Friday, we're going to go over the week, and we're going to go over the month. So quite a bit to cover here. But before we get into that, I just want to show you, as I showcase this software and show you what the artificial intelligence can do, etc. We have so many ways that you can learn and learn how to use this software better and become acquainted with it, whether you already are using it or if you're considering it. And one is by joining our trading room hosted by Barry Einerson. It is open from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3:30 Eastern Time. You do need to create your own login. So you'll have to go to this link right here, and you put in your email. You'll create your login name and password, and then you can get into that every week. And it's just great because Barry calls out his trades. It's not a room where you follow him, but a lot of the other traders, you'll have the chat box down below, and you can see suggestions they have, and Barry does go over how the software is used. Another great way that you can learn this is to attend live market updates and webinars every day. We have them Monday through Friday, and they are right at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. If you go to this link right here, you can sign up for them and get on the list, and they are just fantastic. Now, Monday through Thursday, they're at 5 o'clock. Friday, they have it a little bit different. It's a support session, starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and it's kind of a question and answer. So there's a lot of great ways to learn how to use this software. It is fantastic. And here, once again, if you would like to go ahead and subscribe to it and start using it, this is the link for it right here. We have standard and premium plans. The premium, you get the Holly, which is the one I definitely suggest. You can get the monthly or the yearly plan. So, if you're using it, learn how to use it better, because it's one of those things where you're never going to know it totally. You're just going to, learn and get better and better. So, hope to see you soon in there. And there we go. We've already done that one, so we'll get rid of it. Now, as you know, I like to use my Thinkorswim platform for the end of the week and the end of the month analysis. So here we have 30 days, and this is starting with November the 1st, going all the way to November the 30th. I do have the 200 moving average, the 50 moving average, and the 20 moving average, all simple moving averages. So you can see here the volatility we've had this month. We've gone from a high of 175.58 to a low of 157. We ended up at 169. They've been talking about this death cross, which is the 50 crossing through the 200, and you can see we are just about there. So hopefully we can avoid that on the weekly. And you can see here, we'll blow it up just a little bit here. We did come back up on the weekly, so that was very good. On the monthly, the Qs were the only one that closed below last month, but you can see it's not by too much. It's ever so close. So, we've got some work to do, but we had a very, very nice week. Let's hope that the talks with the tariffs and the G20 or whatever is going on over there, that goes well for us. IWM, you can see here the high of the week was 157.90, of the month I should say. The low was at 145.59, closed at 152.62, and as we look at the here, you can see we did have the death cross way back here. Looks like on about November the 13th. So the good news is, the 20 is leveled off, and we're making some good headway. We're just going to have to hope we don't bounce off of this 50 and come back down. As far as the weekly goes, you can see here a real nice week there, nice recovery on the weekly candle. and on the monthly candle, it's kind of a doji type, a lot of wicks, but it is a green candle, and it is definitely closed up from last month. So looking good there. And let's go ahead now to the diamonds. The diamonds are right here, bounced right off of that 50. We do have a bullish engulfing candle. We had a high in the month of 262.97. Our low in the month was 242.71. You can see here we closed at the 255.51. We're above the 200. We're above the 20. So now the big thing is going to be to get above this 50 and to stay above it. So, very nice recovery, though. I mean, to go this in just these few days here, because this was, on the 23rd of last week, right before Thanksgiving on Wednesday. Look at the recovery we have had since then. That is phenomenal. We had this one day of rest here, continuation today, so that is looking very, very good. If we take a look at the weekly candle, you can see there, very, very nice. We are coming up here just approaching the SMA 20. We are above the 50. And of course, the 200 is way, way back here. On the monthly candles, you can see here, just a nice orderly pullback, coming back up. So looking very, very good on that. And I just wanted to show you, going back here, if we take a look, and this was way back in, 2007. Look at the pullback we had then. So, I mean, that was, the dramatic one everybody talked about. So we are nowhere close to that. So let's hope we can find our footing and keep this bull market going, or get back into a bull market. The spiders, and here we go. It's just wanting to churn here for a minute here. Let's take a look and see if they decide to come up where they are. And there they are finally, and you can see here we are on the daily candle. We had a high of 281.22, a low of 263.07. We're right at 275.65. We bounced off to 200 and pulled back just a little bit, but closed up just about at it. So we're above the 20. We're coming up on the 50. Looking good there, as long as we continue to get some follow through and we don't hit this and come back down there. And so we go over, and weekly's looking nice, monthly's looking nice. So we're in good shape there. And now let's go ahead and get rid of this one here. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Holly and see how Holly did for today. And you see Holly Grail had 8 trades. She lost 87 cents. But on the risk on mode, she made $3.88. So let's take a look and see. Her best trade in risk off was a penny, WRK, and that's all she got. And she got out for reduced risk along. And you can see here where she got in it, and then she got out. It pulled back a little bit more, and then it went on, and it did make 19 cents for the day. Not a big trade. VTR, she actually hit the stop, lost 25 cents. And like we talk about so many times, a lot of these, when she calls them, they go against her. You might want to just keep an eye on it, and you might want to get in at the stop, because look at this. Once it hit the stop, it took off and it ran 99 cents. So if you would have bought at the stop, you would have been up $1.24. So great trade there for Holly Grail. Holly 2.0 had 23 trades, lost 78 cents on the risk on mode 202. Well, let's see what went into that. And here we have ASNS. This has been called a couple times in the past. And you can see here on the daily the big run up it had on the 27th, and then it's continuing up. So Holly called this, and she made 62 cents on it. The only problem was after she got out for a timed exit, it did pull back. So had you held till the end of the day, you would have lost 31 cents. And her best trade is VTR for the risk on, which was the one we covered in the last one. So we're not going to go back and look at that. And let's move these charts up so that we can get a good look here at the Holly Neo. And she had 21 trades for a profit of $207. And in the risk off on mode, $3.93 profit. So her best trade was SHPG, a long trade, made $1.58. And you can see, oh my goodness, what a great entry this was. She got in here. This was close to a cross, okay? So she got in here, and it just ran up, got out because of a timed exit. It did pull back a little bit, so had you held to the end of the day, only $1.36, and that was the best trade in both categories. So Holly had a good day. Now, you know I've been liking to bring in the Excel spreadsheet, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. As you can see here for today, 52 total trades, 42 cents profit, but on the risk on, $9.83. So fantastic risk on numbers today. For the week, 191 trades, 768 profit, 29.41 risk on profit, and that assumes trading one share of stock on every one of her calls where she got in and where she got out. So that's pretty phenomenal. Now let's scroll down here and take a look at for the entire month. Holly Grill had 268 trades, risk off profit $13.93, risk on profit $41.20. Holly 2.0 had 332 trades, $8.58 was the risk off profit, $24.45 was the risk on profit. And Holly Neo was the most active, the most aggressive strategy, 292 trades, $15.62 profit. So that was the best risk off profit. $35.09 risk on profit. That came in second to Holly Grill. And all combined, she had 600 total trades, $38.13 profit, $100.74 risk on profit. So Holly had a spectacular month, just absolutely fantastic. I know it's been a long video, but just to remind you, if you're not already following me on my blog, you can do so at bullseyetrader.com. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter or StockTwits. If you got anything out of this video, we'd sure appreciate a thumbs up, maybe drop in a comment, maybe share it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to these videos. That way you never miss one. And hey, I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.